first of all, I'm real proud of our team. That was the number 15 team in the country that came in here, probably the hottest team in all of the country. They had a huge win last week. They had the leading rusher, I believe, in the country. Our defense played our best game. I think they had -6 yards at halftime. We held Gordon to 26 yards, I guess, or 25 yards on 12 carries. That's really probably the story of the game. Our defense had 4 turnovers. It was kind of wet there. It was kind of hard to throw it, and our guys did a super job on defense when they were throwing it. Offensively, I mean, JRP is really starting to get healthier. He's really thrown the ball well in practice. He's getting his legs underneath him. Our receivers made some plays, and we played one of our better games, if not our best offensive game today, too. The crowd was unbelievable. It was just a really, really quality win for our program. I really appreciate our fans. I know it's been a tough season, really up to the last 2 games, but we got some momentum. I think right now a lot of excitement with the last 2 games. Questions?
What can you say about R.J. Harvey? Over 200 yards, back-to-back career games, especially in the second half, that 92-yarder.
Yeah, that was nice right there. Our line did a super job with that. Lakai, he hadn't played but 7 snaps to center. He had to start at center, did a really good job. They opened holes. And R.J. Harvey's one of the best running backs in the country. I think everybody saw that today. He's a real special back, and he really helped control a lot of the game.
Guess this seemed kind of like a statement win for the defense. I mean, You've been talking about all season long. They've been maligned. To go out there and play the way they did today, it seemed like that was kind of a big
our fits were outstanding. Our defensive line dominated. We didn't have Ricky Barber. I mean, that tells you some of the young guys, the John Walkers, Matthew, really played well. Lee Hunter was a force in the middle, and I think our edge guys did a good job. Jason Johnson, he's got to be one of the better linebackers in our league, too. He showed that tonight. But, I mean, they hold that group to 3 points. I mean, they've been running wild on some pretty good defenses, and to hold them from 3 points, I mean, that's really says a lot.
Coach, we're talking a bit about the ground game, what they did, and how John Rice had a great game. But what would you say about his choices, choosing to slide in some places where he made out of this time at the beginning of the year?
Yeah, I mean, he's just kind of, he's got a good feel. I mean, he's not 100%. I think everybody knows that, but he got some yards and he slid and he was smart. I think when you take a hit like he did against Boise, I mean, it changes. And I thought he managed the game really well. The one, you just think take a sack with that one. But besides that, I mean, he threw it like $1 million down the field. Our plan was to come in, man. We're going to be real aggressive on the corners. We're going to push it down vertically. He made some unbelievable throws, and our receivers made some really good adjustments too. That right before halftime, that 4th and 6, the ball was stinking so waterlogged right there. It was like throwing a shot put up, but we were trying to get a dry ball in there, and it was really tough to do at that point.
Coach, all season long, your defense has struggled against the run. What was different tonight? Yeah,
I mean, our guys got after it up front. I think we defeated blocks, and I think they were unbelievably motivated against that running back. And, obviously when you got RJ and that, there's a lot of competition that goes with great backs, and they did a really good job.
Dominic Downer, Night News. Coach, lots of ups and downs this season, and this is certainly an up. What does this do to the morale of the team, not just the team, but also for you?
We experienced some growing pains. This is a real conference. There's no weeks off. I mean, obviously, the debacle we had against Baylor, that stung, that hurt bad. And we kind of lost some momentum there. You got to bring your lunch every week in this conference. We're learning that. Like I said, we had growing pains, but we had a big quality win on the road last week. We played our best game. This is one of the best games that we played since I've been here. And so everything's coming together. Real proud of our coaches. It's extremely hard to keep guys motivated, but this whole space game, man, I think there's something to be said for that. I mean, these people around here, man, it's like a different deal, and they got me wearing blue shoes and all this stuff, and I kind of like it.
And piggybacking off of that, just how much of today's performance was getting that first Big 12 win weight off your shoulders? I feel like the team has been able to play a little faster, freer once that got accomplished.
I mean, anytime you win on the road and you get your first Big 12 win, it kind of lets you relax a little bit. But, we talked about seizing the moment, man. I mean, this is one of those games you get a chance to seize the moment. We had a lot of tough things. Our guys just didn't seize the moment. They made a statement in college football that this team can play. I mean, we can play, and we got to continue at this high level the last 2 games.
Touched on the 4 turnovers forced by the defense. 3 of them came from Damari Henderson. What have you liked to see from him growing throughout
I
the
told
season?
him before the game, I said, you're starting to establish yourself as one of the better safeties in our league, and I think it just carried over tonight. You saw that.
Gus, you've had a lot of big wins. This is your 100th win. I mean, how big is this for you?
Yeah, wow. Somebody told me that just a minute ago. That's really cool. But like I said, this night is about our team and our players. I'll enjoy that sometime when I retire and all that. But says a lot to all the special players and the good players I've been able to coach throughout my career.
Also, you said all along, even during the losing streak, that, hey, we're a good team.
Yeah.
How did you get your guys to believe that?
Yeah, just to keep working. You got to keep practicing. You got to get better every day. It sounds real simple, but that's been the challenge, and we just been turning up the heat and, man, challenging our guys. They responded. Real proud. I mean, there's a lot of happy guys in there, and it's a really good feeling to play quality football against, like I said, probably the hottest team in the country up to this point.
You alluded to the Baylor game earlier and up 24-0 at halftime. Did you mention that at all to your team at halftime, or was it something that didn't need to be said?
Just play the next play. Play the next play. Play the next series. We weren't going to let that happen again. That was an anomaly. That's never happened. I mean, I don't know, man. That was a freak show deal, but it happened. We're not going to let it ever happen again.
Coach, there's a lot of fans right now celebrating on the field. They were loud through the rain. Just describe the atmosphere and what will you remember from this? Because a lot of people remember this.
You're exactly right. I mean, it was raining sideways there, and our crowd was really getting into it, and we had a couple really big defensive stops. Like I said, I mean, it was hard to throw the ball, and the ball was getting waterlogged. But, man, the fans were rocking, and it was really, really special environment tonight.
Coach, I know we've been asking you, getting that big of a lead, but finishing the game. How nice was it to see your team in all three phases pretty much finish?
Yeah, we're not going to be conservative. We're going to keep the hammer down, and I think you've seen that the last couple weeks. We'll continue to do that. Real proud of our guys, making plays when we did push the ball down the field. They were taking a lot of chances to stop the run. They were bringing safeties. They were blitzing. And they were playing, man on man on the outside. And like I said, we heard them vertically down the field. The first play of the game was pretty cool, too, to push it down the field. X comes back off the ankle, and that was a big play. And then Javon made a really good play, and that was two really good throws to get the game started.
Coach, top 15 team, your first Big 12 home win. How emphatic was the boom in the locker room?
It was pretty big in there. Yeah, they gave me a jersey and all that. It was pretty big. All right. Thank you all.